since way back in 1973. There's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This a quick pass to Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Allen off the bootleg. He dumps it off to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff to Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jones now throwing on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So after the INT, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Barkley, toss play left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
No pain, no gain.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
A couple couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
For the Bills, field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Got him there, and it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Allen now on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 1 final try here for Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 74 yards on the ground for him so far. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. Rolling to his right. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Patriots.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jones. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Allen. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Allen to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. Man open. Here is Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. To throw is Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Second and 10. To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bills, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.